Well, I have my hands on the world champion decks. So like there's a story behind this. My good friend, Mr. Advent Dawn, he sent to me a message being like, "Hey, did you know that there are these really cool decks that come from the World Championships?" And I was like, "No fucking way. That's so cool." And he's like, "Yeah. You got to pre-order though." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I will." And he went, "Wow, good luck. Good luck pre-ordering them because they went up for pre-order a long time ago. I ordered mine like in May." And I went, "Heck." And so I actually resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to get one. And he then later told me about the shop app. By the way, I just want to say I am not sponsored. So all of my views are my own. He showed me the shop app. And oh my lord, the shop app is so good. I can order stuff from wherever the fuck I want. And guess what? It just shows up. They go, "Thank you very much for the money, Mr. faustdaimos. Take our shit." And I'm like, "Thank you. That's what I want." But the craziest part about the whole thing is that I'm able to find stuff that I normally can't find here in Canada. So, like, I bought this from a different country. There was no customs on it. I bought it from England. Oh, I like how I always think that he's flipping me off. All right. I think I'm terrible at unboxings. Ooh, look at that. Final Fantasy Trading Card Game World Championships 2024. Congratulations, Hara. Oh, 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 oh. Hara Y. Okay, okay, hold on. So, this product contains 2 decks used by Hara Y, the 2024 FFTCG World Champion. So the first deck is Fire Water Monsters, and the second deck is Warrior of Light. Now, very interesting. I have no idea. Did we get a promo in this? Now, if you want to scan these, you can find out what's up. Find out the regular game rules and then the brand new stuff, which is Limit Break, which from what I understand is completely different. I don't know what Limit Break is actually off the top of my head, so don't. Just... Is there anything on the back here? Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's lovely. Even tells you your turn structure. Good. Your deck. One of these bad boys go here in your break zone. Put the broken cards and discarded cards here. That's cool. Okay. So like that's all I needed to know about this. I am the worst at putting these away. Like I don't like I'm gonna be honest with you. If I put out this away right, oh, I think I have put one of these kind of like folded things away like twice in my life. And I'm not even joking a joke. The music is a smidgen loud. Okay. Well, there you go. So, I'm not throwing it because I don't like it. It's just, it's a thing I do on my other channel. Then I just like pitch this. I just pitch stuff into the frame. Like there'll be nothing in this frame and I'll be like, pow, 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 pow. You know, like I'll just throw everything into the screen. And I don't know what it is. Like there is no rhyme or reason for the things that I do. I just go, oh, you know, it'd be funny. Ah, So I do it. All right. What's in here? Oh, empty space. Well, that's... Bruh. You give me dice or something like that. Ooh. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Can you see this without... Okay, there we go. I'm going to do this so there's nothing. Look at that Final Fantasy World Championship. That's so cool. The crazy thing is that this has Tears of the Planet in it. I'm pretty sure I have this card. That's so crazy. I don't have a Warrior of Light. Look at this. Warrior of Light. You can only pay with CP produced by backups to cast Warrior of Light. Haste, First Strike, Brave. Which means that when you summon him for 4, he can attack. He attacks first and does not tap. Or is dulled, because it's called dulling. He's not dulled when you use him, which is cool. Warrior of Light enters the field due to your cast. Activate all backups you control. Draw 1 card. Tap. Choose 1 forward. Deal it 5,000 damage. So that's cool because like you use 4 of your backups. You have to tap them. And then when he comes out, they go, and he attacks. So, I have a feeling that this, where is it? This one, right here. These are right here to do some fucking damage. 3 Warriors of Light, that's crazy. Summons. Amaterasu, Brynhildr, Mist Dragon, Q-Sith, and I'm not pronouncing that. Be interesting to see if you could rebuild this, but better. Okay, well, this wouldn't be much of an unboxing if I didn't like open everything, right? So let's okay, what we're gonna do. Hold on. This is want to see some genius. If I put this in the middle, ooh, yeah, if I put this in the middle, like that, I can put 1 deck on each side, even if they're open, and I don't have to worry about either deck mixing in. How's that for intelligence? That is how you do it. Oh, hold on. There we go. The one thing I dislike is how companies pack their cards. So Goram tight. There we go. Oh, should I do this? Ooh, can you hear that? I don't know. Maybe you can hear it. Maybe you can't. That's... Well, I heard it, and that's what matters, right? Oh, I love the way cards feel. I hate that I have a light right there. Oh, wait, hold on. Do we want to... No, we're not going to try it. The Warriors... Oh, they're stuck. Oh. They're stuck. Warrior of Light. Another Warrior of Light. Brash. Okay, what does Brash do? I'm pretty sure I saw him. I think I have Brash. Brash enters the field. You may receive 1 point of damage. If you do so, search for 1 Fire or Earth character other than a card named Brash and add it to your hand. Oh, excuse me. Damage 3. Brash gains plus 1,000 power and Brave. Damage 5. When Brash attacks, choose one forward opponent controls and deal 8,000 damage. Dang. Okay. Whoops. My bad. Like, they're just stuck together. One Brash? Really? Okay, Zidane. Haste. Cannot be blocked by a forward with a cost of 3 or more. When Zidane enters the field or attacks, your opponent reveals their hand. You may select one card from their hand. If you do so, remove it from the game and your opponent draws a card. Dang! I think we have 3 Zidanes. Or 2. Now I have a Faris. A Faris? It'd be interesting to see what she does versus this one. Pirate Warrior of Light. Okay, so she is not a Warrior of Light. And the next one, when Faris enters the field or attacks, deal 1,000 damage to all forwards. When Faris or Job Warrior of Light forward you control is dealt damage, you may choose one forward the opponent controls and deal it 3,000 damage. You have 3 damage. Faris enters the field. You may search for one Job Warrior of Light other than card name Faris and add it to your hand. So if you already have 3 damage and you put Faris out and you don't have Warrior of Light out, you can pull him from your deck and put him into your hand. Them. I don't know if the Warrior of Light is a he or her. Probably supposed to be main character. But you pull this card into your hand, and then you just go, oh, poof, and you just do bad things. It's actually really smart. Because you could play Faris and Warrior of Light if you have enough cards and backups in the same turn. And you all of a sudden, like, this is turn 3 dangerous. Or turn 4 dangerous, maybe. We'll see. That's interesting. I think I understand. I have played a lot of Magic the Gathering, and I've played a bunch of Pokemon, like TCG Online, Magic Arena. I play a bunch of like Warhammer Underworlds, which has cards. Like, I'm just pulling these apart. That's so weird. This feels so weird. So like I don't know. It's one of those things that you just start understanding mechanics after you start reading some of them, and you're like, oh, that's what you mean by that. Oh, you're trying to be sneaky. Wait, how many Farises are there? Is there only 1? 2. Only 2 Faris? That's crazy, because I probably would have had a 3rd. But there's probably a good reason that, Hannah? Hara. That Hara is the one that is world champion and not me. And yes, this one is just like that. Oh. Hold on. This bothers me. We're gonna turn on a couple other lights. We're gonna turn off big light. Biggie. And then we're gonna turn down this one. So then I'm gonna bring it up. Oh. No, that it just looks... Yeah, I don't know. How is that? That doesn't look bad. When Terra enters the field. Or is put into the field from the field into your break zone. Choose one summon in your break zone. Add it to your hand. During this turn, the cost required to cast your next summon is reduced by 2. Can't become 0. All summons in your break zone cannot be removed from the game by your opponent's summons or abilities. Interesting. So, every time Terra hits the dirt or comes into the field, you get one of your instants back. But we only have 1 of those? What? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, Arc. Another Warrior of Light. I mean, you could make a Warrior of Light deck. When Arc enters the field, choose up to 3 job center units and or Job Warrior of Light. Activate them. Damn. When Arc enters the field, at damage 3, choose one Job Standard unit or Job Warrior of Light with a cost of 3 or less in your break zone. Play it into the field. What does this Warrior of Light have? 4. So this Warrior of Light ain't coming back when Arc comes in at 3. Interesting. So this is the same person. This is the same person. Different. This arc. When arc enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 fire, earth, or water card among them to your hand and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. There are 4 or more different elements among the forwards you control. Forwards you control gain plus 2,000 power. Damn. Damn. So how many do we have? We have 3 arcs. Damn, Moses be building. Refia. At the beginning of the attack phase, during each of your turns, activate all the job warrior of lights you control. When 4 or more dull characters are activated by this effect, draw 1 card. Dull 4 active job warrior of light. Choose 1 forward your opponent controls. Put it at the top or bottom of its owner's deck. You can only use this ability once per turn. Damn. Damn. That's crazy. That's rude. That is definitely a rude thing. Just be like, oh, you know what? You know that 1 forward you got? Gone. See you later. You can have it next turn. Luneth. Another warrior of light, but a backup. 1 and tap. Choose 1 job strategy unit forward or job warrior of light. Forward you control until the end of turn. It gains plus 1,000 power and haste. You only use this ability in your turn. Shit. So you could just do... Like... That's good. There wasn't that many freaking forwards, actually. This deck so far feels like get Warrior of Light onto field, keep Warrior of Light on field. King Tycoon. King. When King Tycoon enters the field, you may search for 1 card named Varus or 1 card named Lena and add it to your hand. Well, we have Varus in here, right? Like, we literally... No, Warrior of Light, Faris. So we can just pull Faris with this backup. Which is awesome. Just be like, oh, I need her. Okay, because what does she do? Oh, yeah, that's right. So, okay, all right. So everything is built to pull the Warrior of Light out. Okay, because King Tycoon bring Faris out into your hand. Faris, if you have 3 damage, you can pull a Warrior of Light into your hand if you haven't gotten the Warrior of Light yet. Or, you know, deal 1,000 damage to a forward or something like that. But if you've got damage, then like you're good to go. Was there 3 of them? Yeah, there's 3 of them. I definitely like this. This would be a very interesting and fun game to play. Okay, Clarus. Clarus enters the field. You may search for 1 job king and add it to your hand. Hold on. I'll just add King Tycoon in. So, like, that's fun. Okay, Tyro, the apprentice. When Tyro enters the field, you may search for 1 forward and add it to your hand. If Tyro is on the field, Tyro can produce a CP of any element, and it's a backup. Damage 5. Choose 1 forward, it gains plus 2,000 power till the end of turn. Chief. Look, another Warrior of Light that you can pull with Ferris if you need to. X-Burst. When Creel enters the field, select one of the following 2 actions. Choose 1 summon from your break zone, add it to your hand. Choose 1 category 5 forward in your break zone, add it to your hand. Whereas you are not. Okay. So who's category 5 forward? Because that is... Okay, you're 6, you're 3, you're 3, you're 3, you're 3. Faris, where are you? Where did Faris go? Wow. Would you look at that? Faris is a category 5. Another thing to pull Karis out, or Faris out. Because Faris will pull your Warrior of Light out. Because that's what she's for. Therefore, I don't know. Sarah, Final Fantasy L. I don't know, Legends? Warrior of Light. When she enters the field, search for up to 2 FFL forwards and or job Warrior of Light. Well, there you go. Put them to your hand. Tap, put her into the break zone, choose 1 forward, activate it. So you just untap a forward, and then boom. Lena, which is the other person that the king can search for. When your opponent uses an EX burst, draw a card. Raise, you need 1 water and tap, choose 1 forward and cost 3 of less. Break zone, play it into the field though. Hold on. Who's less than 3? Zidane, Faris, Refia. You see a theme here? You see the theme? I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay, now we get into the spells. Sorry, the summons. Give me a second. Alright, so for 5, Amaterasu. I think I have this card too. Or a new one. Choose an auto ability. Cancel its effect. The canceled auto ability triggered from a forward. Deal that forward 8,000 damage. Well, that's just a boop, gone. Brynhildr. Choose 1 forward. Deal at 5,000 damage. 1 put into the field. 1 put from the field into the break zone this turn. Draw 1 card. Mist Dragon. Choose 1 of the following 3 actions. Choose 1 summon of cost 5 or less. Cancel its effect. Choose 1 forward you control. Dull it. During this turn, if it is dealt damage, that damage becomes 0 instead. Remove all cards in your opponent's break zone from the game. Draw a card. So you can just like prevent them from doing shit. That's rude. Okay. Q-Sith. Choose 1 forward or backup in your break zone. Add it to your hand. That's awesome. This Impure dude from Final Fantasy 12? Weird. Choose 1 forward. It loses all its abilities until the end of next turn. Draw a card. Oh! And it's 1. You just tap 1 of your people. So this is the limit break, and I don't actually know limit break rules yet, so this won't help, but okay, so first of all, characters with LB, boop boop, cannot be included in your main deck. Limit break 1. Zack enters the field, choose 1 forward, deal it 3,000 damage. Interesting. He's a soldier. These seem like very situational cards. Limit break 7 when Shantoto and Mage enters the field. Oops, hold on. You may pay 5. If you do so, remove all the forwards and monsters other than Shanto from the game. That's crazy. Ooh, Noctis. King. When Noctis enters the field, choose 1 forward in your break zone, add it to your hand. Luna Freya. Limit break. When Luna Freya enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card among them to your hand and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. If the card added to your hand is an X-Burst, you may trigger the X-Burst effect. This effect is put on the stack. Luna Freya, Luna Freya, Luna Freya. And then into Warrior of Light. Ooh. This is the Warrior of Light from the front. You must control 3 or more job standard unit forwards and or job Warrior of Light forwards in order to cast Warrior of Light. The forward other than Warrior of Light you control Sorry, the forwards other than Warrior of Light you control gain this forward cannot be chosen by the opponent's abilities. And if this forward is dealt damage by your opponent's abilities, this damage is reduced to 0. Shit. Okay, so this is entirely get Warrior of Light out onto the field. And then have yourself a grand old time. That's what I'm calling it. Operation Wait for Chuck Norris. But in this case, it's... Does the younger generation even know who Chuck Norris is? Like my generation had Chuck Norris jokes. Do the younger generation? I don't know. These are questions I need to find out. Okay, so it looks like there's like a band here.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't it obvious? I came here to see you.
Lula Marie Mouse raided, thank you. Less than 3.
Hello, Lula. I'm being a nerd right now. How are you? How is your stream? 1 second. Okay, we've gotta fix that because only mods should be able to do that. Okay, let's open this fucking deck, shall we? What were you playing? Art? What were you doing in art? Heck. Also, if you're not very comfortable using knives, don't. Working on a thing. Oh my god. I too am working on a thing. It's expensive. Does that open it up? Huh? Gosh, hold on. It's not working. I'm not wrecking these cards. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, maybe you can. There we go. Alrighty. You know you work too much at work when your boss, who you're doing your boss's job, is like, yo, I think we need to get you working less. And I'm like, cool, but then you need to pay me more to offset it. Because, like, you're not paying me just because you think that, like, I should work a little less. You know what I mean? Oh, that makes me feel gross. Because they're all sticky. There we go. Hey, Aki. How's it going? There we go. Okay. Okay, this is called Fire and Water. This is not Warrior. We're having a very chill stream today. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not super hyped up. I'm not super pepped up. I'm just like, use me as studying. Just like we're doing box the 2 decks of the world champion Final Fantasy trading card game from last year. So Hashtag not sponsored, but like if Monster wants to, like, hit me up. Hit me up. Please hit me up. I spend so goddamn much money every fucking week. Please. Please. My addiction is nearly crippling. I'll put it this way. One time for inventory at work, the boss bought a like a flat of Monster, so like the 24 pack. The back of my forklift, like behind my seat, so if this is like my seat right here, and then like my seat is here. Oh fuck, hold on, I need this hand. Oh no, do this. So like if my seat was here, like this, all this area was just full of Monster cans. I had like 10. My boss said he was never doing it again because I quote unquote drank them all. And I was like, I had 10. Everybody else had 1. That was pretty fair. There was still some left for the next day. I took one home with me that night too. I was like, this is my driving Monster. He's like, I am so glad you don't drink because like shit. I was like, yeah, you know, I drink Monsters. That's my bid. That is my pitch. That's my sales pitch to Monster Energy. Also, like, please, 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 please. Anyhow, this is Clive. Clive is fucking. I'm sorry, my head is in my hands right now. Clive is dominant. He's just looking for a submissive. So you prime Ifrit. Does he have Ifrit in here? He's got to. Okay, good. He does have Ifrit. So when Job Alcon forwards and Job Dominant forwards, other than Clive, you control gain 1,000 more power. Clive deals damage to your opponent. Discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. Shit. That's good, but also goddamn. So that's the top 3. And this is the primed Ifrit. So, Ifrit has haste, which is nice because as soon as it comes out, it can fucking just go for it. 10,000 power. When Ifrit enters the field, deals damage to your opponent, or when Clive primes into Ifrit, choose one forward your opponent controls, deal it 10,000 damage. Split fire, choose one forward, deal it. Sorry, 10,000 damage, not 1,000 damage. Jesus. Now watch. This is all going to be built around getting him out. Alright. Realm. When Realm enters the field, you may search for one monster, cost of 1 and up to... Sorry. One monster of cost 1 and up to one monster of cost 2 and play them into the field. Oh! At the end of each of your turns, choose one forward your opponent controls. If you control 5 or more monsters, return it to your owner's hand. Shit. Now, if we take a look, it doesn't say that he is a monster. Oops. It doesn't say that he's a monster. He's an icon. Econ? Whatever he is, he's fucking terrifying. Alright. So then we go to the Wild Child. Now. Job class Wild Child, which is crazy. Like, who has a Wild Child as a name? So, the cost required to cast Gao is reduced by 1 for each monster you control. Up to, you can't cast him as 0, but you can cast him as 1. When Gao enters the field, choose one forward your opponent controls. If the cost is equal to or less than the number of monsters you control, put it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Dull and active Gao. Choose one monster until the end of the turn. It becomes a forward with 8,000 power. Is that the one guy from Swollen Members? This guy? Gao? Oh, no, that's Mad Child. You're thinking of Mad Child. Oh, no, my music. Hold on. Over here. Yeah. Mad Child and... Oh, I forget the other two's names. Oh my god, I forgot all of Swollen Members' names. Heard he's hella rude. I thought you knew them, Sept. I thought you hung out with them. Witch of the Fens. Witch of the Fence? Shit. Red Mage. From Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. I need to play Final Fantasy. There's a new Final Fantasy Tactics coming out at the end of this month, and I am super hella interested in buying it. Prevail. Okay, there's Prevail. Oh, Mocha Only. That's who I'm thinking of. Mocha Only. Mocha Only, who's in the back of fucking Steal My Sunshine's music video by What's-Their-Faces. Like, that was so random. Back in the old days, it seemed like Easter eggs. Witch of the Fens enters the field. If you control a monster, draw a card. Put one monster into the break zone, choose one forward. It loses 7,000 power until the end of turn. That's nuts. This is all about monsters, isn't it? What the fuck is this? This is fucking Titus. Titus doesn't look tight at all. Titus looks weird. I'm gonna call him Weirdus. When Weirdus enters the field, choose one forward with a cost of 4 or less. The opponent controls, return it to its owner's hand. When a character opponent controls is returned from the field to its owner's hand, draw a card. This effect will only trigger once per turn. My child took one photo and dipped after the show, but I heard from staffers he was rude and late to sound check and pre-show. So that's what I dislike. Okay, so I dislike the people who are like, I am super cool and hella dope right now, so you suck. Like anybody who lets fame get to their head, I don't know, man. Apart from Ronnie Radke, he's fucking hilarious. Although, I've known many people who've been late to sound check and pre-show shit and just hella rude, and I'm just like, why? Like, this is for you. It's like me showing up late to work and being like, yeah, why is my computer not logged in? Like, what are you talking about? You can't log in somebody else's computer. There's a code that comes to my phone. Like, I don't know, it's dumb. I'm not pronouncing this. I will pronounce this. Furion? You control 5 or more characters. Furion gains haste, and when Furion attacks, draw a card. This is all about drawing cards. Discard a card. If the discarded card is a fire element until the end of turn, he gets 2,000 power and first strike. Discarded card is water element, gets 2,000 power until the end of turn, and activate Furion. Interesting. So, what's that for? I like these. Like, I can definitely see the thought process that's going through this person's head when they did this. Oh, look at that. When VV enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls, deal it 5,000 damage. There's a lot of things that you can do just to, like, pull him out. Princess got. Okay, she looks kind of cute. That's like really cute. That's like little sister. Like, you want to just pat them on the head and just be like, "Doo, you're so ridiculous." When Princess Goblin enters the field, you may search for one light forward and add it to your hand. When a light forward enters the field, put Princess Goblin into the break zone. Do we have a light forward? You're not a light forward. Do we have a light forward? Who's the light forward? Because you're not light. You're multicolor. We don't have... That's weird. That's specific. Like, this is a specific card. And I don't know what it's to pull out. That's interesting. Unless it's just a backup to be a backup for a backup's sake. But you're literally one card that, like, I need to find the light element for this. Although it could be fucking what's its nuts. Saying that out loud, it could be Furion, but I don't think that Furion is multicolored, right? Like, because I have white or light cards, and they don't look like that. So I don't know. Lom. Sent you my art? Oh my god. I sent you my bullets. You gave me your gun? Black Mage. When Palom enters the field, choose a forward, deal it 4,000 damage. If you control a card named Param, Deal 8,000 damage. Do we have a Param right afterwards? No. Well, like, that doesn't make sense. Why do I have a Goblin? I'm supposed to have Param. Param is right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh. Lula, did you paint that? Anyhow. Joseph Joestar. He's a rebel and a monk. That seems like a Joseph Joestar thing to do. When Joseph enters the field, you may search for one job rebel forward and add it to your hand. Do we have any fucking job rebels apart from him? There we go. Firion. And I have a feeling Firion is supposed to be light. But I don't know. So we'll find out. Where's Advent Dawn when you need him? I swear, that boy. Can't be fucking anywhere. Red Mage. Choose one forward with a cost of 5 or less. It gains this forward cannot block until the end of turn. Discard one fire card, put Red Mage into the break zone, deal 8. Oh, choose one forward, deal it 8,000 damage. Damn, there's a lot of like do direct damage. Merely Web. When they enter the field, draw 2 cards, discard a card. And only one, like. When Leonora enters the field, you may search for one card Palam or card name Param. Add it to your hand. So you can do some damage. Ooh. Verena. When Verena enters the field, you may search for Job Goblin, card name Goblin, and add it to your hand. Okay, but why? That's 2 cards for an effect that I don't understand. I'm gonna look forward. I just care about the. Oh my god! I have so many goddamn Leviathans. Goblin. Like I don't even. Like the white one is here. This is what light looks like. By the way, and there's a dark card behind it. But like, why? I need to find out what limit break does. When Param enters the field, discard 1 card. If the discarded card is not category 4, draw a card. If the discarded card is category 4, draw 2 cards on the discarded card. Put Param into the break zone, choose 1 forward. During this turn, the next damage dealt to it is reduced by 2,000. So Palam just fucking nukes somebody, and Param prevents somebody from maybe dying? Okay, Hilda. When Hilda enters the field, draw a card, but if you have 5 damage and Hilda enters the field, choose 1 forward to cost 3 or less in your break zone. Play it into the field. Okay, that's good. Larissa. Larissa enters the field. You may search for 1 forward, cost 4 or more, and add it to your hand. Oh, 4 or more? Ugh! Now we get into the spells. The summons. Leviathan. Now we have 2 different kinds of Leviathan. I have the foil version of this. So, select up to 2 of the 3 following actions. Choose 1 forward the opponent controls, return it to its owner's hand. Choose 1 light forward or dark forward, put it at the top or the bottom of the owner's deck. Or choose 1 water forward in your break zone, add it to your hand. So you're most likely going to be doing the top and the bottom. Then we get to this Leviathan, which is if you cast Leviathan, you may remove 10 water cards in your break zone from the game as an extra cost. Choose an auto ability triggered from a forward. Cancel its effect. If you paid the extra cost, return the forward to its owner's hand. Dang. Just slap it in the face and tell it to frick off. Oh, a goblin. A goblin. And it's a monster. Oh, monster. We got monster cards. Here we go. Here's the monsters for your Picto and everything else. All right. Oh, I have this card too. Maybe it's a different card. Maybe it's a different Titus. Goblin. D's nuts. Put Goblin in the break zone. Choose one forward you control. It gains haste. Draw a card. Sorry, till end of turn. This Goblin, when it enters the field, you may search for one drop Goblin entered. Add it to your hand. Tap. Put Goblin into the break zone. Choose one forward. Deal it 3,000 damage. 3 of those. Phoenix. An artificial life form. When Phoenix enters the field, choose one forward. Deal it 9,000 damage. Remove 4 cards in the break zone from the game. Until the end of turn, Phoenix also becomes a forward with 9,000 power. May use this ability once per turn. That's crazy. All of a sudden, it's able to attack. Autonomous. During each turn, when you cast the second card you've cast, choose up to 2 backups, activate them. Damage 3. Till the end of turn, Atmos becomes a forward with 7,000 power, and when Atmos attacks, activate all the backups you control. You may only use this ability once per turn. Crazy! I actually like that. That has some pretty scary synergy. Especially in this deck. Blue Worm. When Blue Worm enters the field, draw a card. 0. Until the end of turn, Blue Worm also becomes a forward with 6,000 power. At the end of the turn, break Blue Worm. Only use this ability once per turn. But once, because you're going to break it. Unless you pull it back into the thing. Into your hand. Tross. Ooh, it's an octopus. When a forward opponent controls is returned from the field to its own hand, draw a card. This effect will only trigger once per turn. 3 damage. Until the end of turn, blah, 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 7,000 forward. Quadav. When Quadav enters the field, the opponent selects one forward of the cost of 2 or less they control, put it into the break zone. 2 water and 3 anything else. Put Quadav into the break zone. Choose one forward the opponent controls. The opponent puts it at the top of the bottom of its owner's deck. Sahagan. Sahagan enters the field. Choose one forward of the cost of 3 or less the opponent controls. Return it to the owner's hand. 2 water, 1 any. Tap. Put Sahagan into the break zone. Choose one forward. Return it to the owner's hand. That's a lot of different things that you can do. This is a lot of... Okay. I am starting to understand this deck. This is a blue deck. Like, okay, before you rush to the comments and say, but Faust, they're blue, they're water. I mean in the Magic the Gathering sense, this is a blue deck. This is a no. This is a Mother May I. I like that. That makes me very happy. I like Mother May I decks. I think I'm going to make myself a mill deck in Final Fantasy. So we got Titus and the limit breaks. Limit break 3. When Titus enters the field, if you control 8 or more forwards and or backups, you may pay 3 water. When you do, select up to 3 of the 3 following actions. Choose one forward, put it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Choose one backup, put it at the top of its owner's deck. Draw 2 cards. So, limit break, and then pay 3, and then go... Everything goes away. 1 backup goes to the top. 1 forward goes to the bottom. And I get 2 cards. And there's no discard a card. It's just... This is what happens. Suck it. I like that. Leo. Cards with limit break can't be included in your main deck. Limit break 1. When Leo enters the field, draw a card. All about drawing them cards. It's all about the Mets, baby. The Mets. Luso. A light card. Limit break 1. When Luso enters the field, choose one character you control. You may search for one job standard unit of the same element as the chosen character and add it to your hand. When job standard unit enters the field, Luso gains plus 4,000 power until the end of turn. That's good. And then we have Yark. Little Lena. Uh-oh. Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, huh? When Little Lena attacks, choose one forward opponent controls, it loses 7,000 power until the end of turn. That is a very good way of forcing them to either break it, is at zero power, it's broken, or choose a different person that may actually, like, oh, okay. So we're going to just take a look at Ultima, and then I'm going to tell you what this deck does, because now I think I understand. Limit break 2. When ultimate weapon enters the field, choose 1 forward. If you control 4 or more fire characters, deal it 9,000 damage. When ultimate weapon enters the field, if you control 4 or more water characters, your opponent selects 1 forward they control and put it into the break zone. So funnily, if you control 4 or more of both of the things happen. Okay, so this deck is a control deck. This deck is to force your opponents to use the wrong forwards to block your forwards, and because damage spills over, if I like, hold on, if Ifrit is blocked by Clive, okay, the 2000 spills over and deals a damage to the opponent. So if you have, where is it? If you have Lena and make this lose 7,000 power, actually, if you have Lena and your opponent has Ifrit and you know Ifrit's going to block your Clive and you make him lose 7,000 power, so he has 3,000. Yeah, it works, right? So all this about like, oh, grab cards, pull it, get the cards out that you want while also denying your opponent. It's a control deck, plain and simple. This is a Mother May I control deck. So we have speed to get your ultimate weapon and control. That's phenomenal. I like that. That is the World Championship decks of Hara Y. Right? Hara Y. Of Hara Y of 2024. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, don't forget to give me a follow here on Faustian Breaks on YouTube. This was filmed in front of a live studio audience at www.twitch.tv/faustdaimos. You can find all those links in the bio as well as the description. And let me know what kind of cards from Final Fantasy or cards that you want to see me open and take a look at next. Thank you. Bye-bye.